What's up, you guys? Welcome to another video. Hope you're all having an amazing day. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about the first time I smoked weed. Now, the first time I smoked weed was not actually weed. I thought it was weed, but it was actually K2. So, we'll do my first time smoking real weed in a different video. This video will be over the story of the time I smoked K2, and I thought it was weed. So, the first time I tried to smoke real weed, I ended up getting fake weed, and the plug sold me K2 instead. That'll be this story today. I want to do the real weed in a separate video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Sub up if you're not subscribed. Leave a like on this video if you enjoy it. Comment down below future videos you'd like to see. And I'm going to be ripping the fucking distillate yard today. I got 2 more of them. And I'm going to probably take a rip or 2 off of this rare Ace Ultra World Cup yard. And yeah, I got a video over that coming out soon as well. Anyways, strap in because this is a fun video, fun little story time for you guys. This goes all the way back to 7th grade. Alright, I'm going to take a rip though real quick. But yeah, 7th grade. So in 6th grade, halfway through, at my old private school that I went to, it was really getting rough because I was just a kid that was wanting to, go and have fun. I had went to a normal school before I went to that private school, so I felt really, trapped, really contained. So the school wasn't really the best, and then we decided to move to a different school, and this time it was going to be a public school. So when I moved to that school halfway through 6th grade, the end of my 6th grade year was basically boring, just kind of making friends, meeting new people, getting familiar with this new school environment. 7th grade comes around, early into the year, we already got kids vaping and doing Xanax, so then I rip a vape, and then I start getting into Xanax, so I already know a plug and I'm popping Xans here and there. We go into COVID. It really makes me stop doing Xans because COVID's where it was like, all right, I'm at home all the time. I can't just be barred out at school. I'm around my mom. I'm around my dad sometimes when he's not at work. It's hard to be barred out at home. So in 7th grade, mainly when COVID happened, it got hard to really do Xans. However, towards the end of 7th grade, at that before COVID started, before we went on to that break that lasted forever, we were smoking, just, ripping vapes, jewel pods, and some people had Pendjamins. And back then, Pendjamins were really rare to see around. It was just a solid color pen with some dark oil in it. You hit it and you were like, wow, I feel incredible. What is this type of nicotine? And they're like, well, it's not nicotine, it's actually weed oil. So yeah, around that time, we started ripping the Pendjamins, so I was already getting faded here and there, but I was like, I really want to smoke the real thing, the real plant. Anyways, we go into the COVID break. We're on break. I'm off the Xans for 2 weeks, and I'm like, all right, I'm not doing them anymore. I'll quit them. Then I'm fiending for something. I can't rip the vape. I can't go get a vape because I would get my vapes from my friend at school, but I didn't see him anymore because we're all at home. I couldn't tell my mom, hey, can you take me to my friend just to go get a vape from him? No, I'd be cooked. So I really was just ripping straight sober when COVID came around. But then I was like, fuck, man, I need something. I gotta have something. So I text my friend, yo, is there any possible chance that you could just come by my house? Maybe your mom bring you to someone, say you're going to a friend's house near me, and then no one you know, and you can just drop something off, maybe some Xans. So I had him a few times come and do that. His mom would take him down the road. There's some kid he ended up knowing, so it worked out fine. He would just go over there, hang out at his house, come over and give me some Xans, and then get picked up later. Eventually, he started hanging out with these kids who would steal cars. So they would have a stolen car. They could come to the crib anytime at night, drop off some bars, and it was incredible. So then after 2 weeks of being, maybe 3 weeks of being sober, I got right back into the Xans immediately. That lasted about a week, and then I was like, no, dude, this is way too hard to be barred out of my mind while here at home with my mom and my brothers. So I was like, okay, we got to find something else. I don't want to rip the Nick because they're going to smell fruity flavors, and they're going to be like, why does it smell so fruity in here? And I might get cooked. What should I do? I have an idea. Let's get some real weed, and let's try rolling it up and smoke it behind my shed one night and just get super faded. And then we'll just do that every so often. Hit up the plug. Hey, man, can you swing by and get me some weed? I want real weed. And he goes, sure, $20. Send him $20. Well, I didn't send him. I gave it to him in cash when he pulled up. Anyways, plug pulls up, give him the $20. I get this little bag that says, this little black bag, it says spice on it. I was like, what the fuck is this? This a brand or something, I guess? So I just walk away, go into my house with this little bag, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is weed. Open, look inside, looks green, smells stinky, gotta be weed, I guess. Then I roll it up in some paper. It was the worst roll I've ever done in my life. I basically just took the fucking K2 bullshit, whatever little nug of what, who knows what they were using to make the nugs out of, and just put paper around it and make sure until it had suction and airflow was only going through the nugs. Once I did that, went outside, went by my shed, sparked that hoe up, and got to smoking. Speaking of smoking, let's take another rip real quick. Then I'm back there smoking that hoe. It's tasting really fucking interesting. It burns the fuck out of my throat and I can't finish it. I take like 2-3 hits and I just set the blunt down back behind the shed. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll smoke more later then. I go inside. The moment I get into my bedroom, I immediately just am just 100% confident that there is some CIA, FBI, government agents all outside of my house trying to get in. So then I'm freaking out trying to figure out how am I going to barricade myself in my room. They're coming to arrest me, but they're not going to arrest me. They're just going to kill me. I've done so much, they're just going to kill me. So I had it in my mind that the government was outside breaking in, trying to come kill me because I tried to smoke weed. And anyways, a couple months go by after that. I don't smoke at all. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm not smoking. Weed's not for me. Many months, maybe a year later, I think it was towards the end of 8th grade. Then I smoked real weed, and now you know I love weed. Which that'll be a story for another day. But yeah, it was fucking horrible. I wanted some Zaw. I was trying to get off the Zans. I did get off the Zans. That made me get off of geeking completely for about 2 or 3 years. I took a 2 or 3 year break from 8. I think it was like maybe last bit of 8th grade I did something, and then I didn't do shit until like my sophomore or junior year. I took a good little break. But yeah, I just trying to get off the Zans, wanted some Zaw. Tried Zaw, wasn't real weed. So be careful what you get, you guys. Be fucking careful. Do research. If you get something, you're like, is this weed? Try to find a way to look it up, you know? Because if I just tried to look it up, and if I even just looked up the spice, I would have been able to find immediately, hey, this really isn't weed. This is K2. And yeah, after that, I did not hang out with that dude at all anymore. I never talked to him. He tried to talk to me in high school. I just ignored him because that shit was such a horrible experience. I didn't want to smoke or geek at all anymore, and I didn't want to associate with that dude ever. But yeah, first time smoking weed, horrible experience. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope y'all's first time smoking weed was a better experience than mine. And I'll see you on the next story time video, my first time actually smoking weed. Anyways, see you on the next one. Peace out.